Oh, well, I guess we just went live, so that's how this goes. No intro, no nothing. So if you guys are going to watch, I hope you're excited for this, because this is the weekly wrap-up number 21. And basically, we go over what we did this week. And this week was really crazy. Got monetized. We did Jackbox games. We were on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 live streams, maybe. I don't know. Crazy amount of live streams. I know that much. And basically, I think we did 3 videos this week. Normally we do 4 or 5. It just depends. And but this week we did just 3 actual videos. We did everything else is a live stream pretty much. So with that said, let's get on with it. The first thing we had this week was the rule of 3 that happens at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this channel right now as we try to build up chaoscentral.com. That link for that, make sure you check that out, is down in the description below. If you need it, it is right here also. And basically, we talked mostly about the COVID-19. All our questions were kind of related to that, and we were talking about that. Hey, Nindroid, how you doing? Say hey, and then I'll put it in there anyways. I was just talking about what we did this week as usual. Sunday was the rule of 3 here on this channel as we build up chaoscentral.com. I have that link right there. The link is also down in the description below. Thank you, Nindroid. Thank you, $1. I appreciate it very, very much. Basically, we talked about COVID-19 quite a bit in that show. Then that later on that night, when I found out that I was monetized, because that was my birthday, later on that night was Jackbox games over on HanStar's channel with Mandy Summers, who's the writer for Wart the Wizard, and you can find out the information about that down in the description too. Everybody's links and stuff are down in the description below, so make sure you check them out. But we had we did Jackbox games, and part of the way through, I'm sure we'll get the clip out there before too long. Part of the way through, I found out that I was monetized and lost my composure for a second and couldn't think and couldn't talk really. So that's a rarity, as you guys know. But we did that, fun games and stuff like that over on HanStar's channel. This week we do Name That Tune on Sunday. So again, Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is the rule of 3. And then later on that night, about 8 o'clock or so, I think, is Name That Tune. So check that out. Monday, we did 3 videos. The 3 videos were Nightwish, Bandmade, and Adam Lambert. And the Nightwish one was, I believe, going back to check real quick here. Nightwish was Sleeping Sun. And Adam Lambert was Superpower from his live sessions. And Bandmade, I believe, was Blooming. And that was more of a music video, but there was all music reviews. That was a triple threat monetization Monday, I think is what I called it. I released them all 3 at the same time. So I kind of threw a bunch of videos out there at one time, which is rare for me how I do it, but I did it this week. And we did those 3, and then we also had the Chaotic Conversation on Danny's channel at 9 o'clock. So that's 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The Chaotic Conversation is another one of our Chaos Central shows that we're currently doing over on Comic Chat because we're trying to build up Chaos Central. Basically, we talked about a bunch of different stuff there. Primarily, we talked about our top 5 superheroes from comic books that have transformed over to cartoons. I I know, but we had a lot of Batman. I had Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, some Superman, Super Friends, lots of different things. Check that out. Again, that information is down in the description box under Danny's channel, Comic Chat. You can find that out there. Yeah, we also did our celebration stream, our monetization stream that day. We had Mary Mayhem, the Gilkman, Thomas Gilkey on there. HanStar, Anthony from Dark Gift Comic Presents, Rosetta Allen, JJ or Sith Lord 3827. Shaun Stackhouse was on that, and so was Ord's Board. They everybody was really great. Had a really good time. Like I said, the monetization thing this week was just crazy. It took me by surprise and kind of made this whole week, along with everything else going on in the world, really crazy. So yeah, it was definitely something different. Tuesday, we went ahead and did a monetization celebration part 2. I guess kind of unorthodox, but that's how I roll. I'm unorthodox to do things that most people would say, I don't know if I would do that. And I do it. Sometimes it works for me. Sometimes it doesn't, I guess. But on that one, we had Shellback TJC, HanStar, DJ Odyssey, Rosetta Allen, Shaun Stackhouse, PJ, and PJ of Orville Nation. Now, if you haven't, I haven't really talked about PJ much. PJ has a great channel, follows Orville, the show. A really great guy. He's had me on 1 or 2 streams of his, and just has a really great thing going over there. You can check him out on Twitter. Check out his YouTube channel. Really good stuff. So please check him out. Wednesday, we did do another video for Wednesday. That video was the rumor that Apple could buy Disney. And as much as you know, people might want to bring this up, it was an analyst that basically said this, and these 2 articles basically talk about the analyst and how he said now's the time that Apple could buy Disney, and it was really kind of one of those things that it doesn't really seem plausible, especially with the way the market crash has happened recently. And I don't want to call it crash, let's rephrase that. The market slump, and it just doesn't make sense. I mean, we're talking like $400 billion is how much Apple would have to put out there. And it just doesn't make sense. So we did that. That night, on Wednesday night, we were over on Thomas Gilkey's channel, or the Gilkman. We were over on his channel for his 400 sub celebration, and he had Ord's Board on there, Drunk 3PO, Ryan Kinnel, Mary Mayhem, Shellback TJC, Andrew, known on Twitter as Caffeinated Wolfe. He's from Geeks and Gamers. He's supposed to be starting up a YouTube channel soon, but I just put Geeks and Gamers website down below for that. And let's see here. Yeah, and that's who I was on with. I know later on Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers came on, and so did Darth Barbie, which I'm sad I missed that, but I had to do some other stuff. George Lucas should get he shouldn't he? I don't know. I'll go into that here in a minute when I finish up with everything else we did this week. I will answer what I think about that. Tell him. Is it Tilium or is it? I always feel like I'm saying it wrong. It's either Telium or Telium. I'm so sorry. I feel like I'm like killing this, but thank you for being here, though. As much as I might kill your name, I'm so sorry. Basically, well, I don't necessarily have a problem with Song of the South. I think it was definitely I don't know. The movie I thought was good. I understand why people have a problem with it, but it was also something that people didn't have a problem with at one time. And it's been so long since I've seen it. I have it on digital. I have it, the VHS. But I don't remember anything horribly bad about it. just the characterization of African American people is probably the problem. Tay Hill M. Is it Tay or T? T Hill M? Psalm. It means psalm. Nice. Cool. That's awesome. Okay. So we were on Thomas's 400 sub celebration on Wednesday. And then Thursday, we did our first live stream movie talk with Chris and Stig. And Stig, of course, comes on and we talk movies. This time we talked about The Predator, I should say, from 1987. Got into some details about that and all that fun stuff. So that was what we did this week. Now, I want to tell you right now, George Lucas should get Lucasfilm back. Okay, yeah, he should. But I think he sold it because he was done. He had other projects he wanted to do. He was doing other things. And he said, I think I'm done. And I think Disney kind of caught him off guard when they offered him the $4 billion. They said, I think they were talking about a partnership to make the next trilogy because George Lucas had a trilogy in mind. And a lot of they stole bits and pieces of it. And actually, I think that The Rise of Skywalker was primarily a very shortened version of his whole trilogy. If I remember right, with the things that I've read, you can find information out there about what he was thinking for his trilogy. But I think they were talking. Disney was going to help him, like they were a partner. And at some point, he kind of made a reference that he was really just trying to get this done because he wanted to get this done and out and be done with Star Wars. And I think Bob Iger was probably with him. And Bob's like, well, I don't know. Would you consider selling it? He said, sure. Yeah, I'd sell it. And they go, well, how much? And he threw out a number, $4 billion, thinking nobody would ever offer $4 billion to him for it. And when they did it, he's probably sitting there going like, holy crap. And just said, I can get out. I can wash my hands of this and I'm done. I really think George Lucas, for the most part, is done with Star Wars. I think that Lucasfilm should go to Dave Filoni and Jon Favreau. Yeah, I think it should go to them. I think they should be in charge of it because they still have a very good relationship with George Lucas, and George Lucas would work with them and get things closer to what we want. And I think that's what they should do. I kind of lean that they could be doing there. Check out my my video, and I'll go get the link real quick. Not that you can click on the link. I think StreamYard needs to make it so you can click on links. But I'm gonna see if I can find this real quick. Put this link up for you guys. It's to one of my videos. Put it in the chat right there. That video right there. Check it out. Something that I think could be possibly happening. I'm not saying it will happen. It's just a theory that some weird stuff's going on over at Disney and Lucasfilm. So check that out. Other than that, anybody else have any other questions? Nindroid? Anybody? See, we got 4 people watching, which isn't a ton, but I threw this up at the last second because I have to be at work at midnight. I work for a casino. The casinos are all closed here in Missouri, as they are, I think, everywhere else in the world right now, or everywhere else in the country. But I work in a position where I have to be there to check on things, make sure things aren't blowing up or not working. I work in the facilities department, so I deal with a lot of the stuff that helps keep the place warm, cold, whatever, AC and all that. So they keep changing my schedule, but this whole COVID-19 thing is really, really screwing with my schedule more than my schedule is normally screwed with. So as we speak right now, I have food in the oven. I am doing this. I have had to cancel my karaoke appearance tonight, which I hate. And so other than that, basically I got everything out that I needed to get out. So you guys, if you have nothing else that you want to ask me or anything like that, I guess we'll wrap it up. And I will say goodbye, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Hey guys, thanks for checking us out. Be sure to subscribe to both channels and make sure to check out our friends in the Fandom Minutes. You can find us on YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and BitChute. And you can also send us an email at Shaun@ShaunStackhouseReacts.com and chrisknight@TheRealReview3000.com. And be sure to swing by our Teespring store to pick up some awesome merchandise.